Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Let's do another video on the Kyrie Irving fiasco. I think I'm gonna do this one and maybe even a couple of more. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, because this really it needs to hit home with all of us, all Black Americans, that sooner or later we're going to all have to stand up and stick together no matter what, when you're dealing with a common enemy that has showed its face and is not caring and is daring you to buck back. And this is the case. Kyrie Irving, Kanye West. You know, Kanye West, as selfish and maybe throw it off some of the stuff that he's doing, when you're going against, when the enemy is coming at you. Because the thing about it is, with these two, they use them as examples, but they're also, you got to look at it like, if they can get these guys to buckle and break, then they can come out to the common man without a problem. Especially the big guys, your entertainers, the ones you look up to so much, the ones, you buy the music, you buy the shoes, the jerseys, pay money to see the concerts, pay money to see the games, gamble on the games and stuff like that. These guys you so much look up to, with high esteem, when they're getting put through the ringer, we turn our back and walk away, and like with our tails tucked, and don't be like, hey, nah, y'all can't do that. We don't care who they are, we don't care who you are, we don't care what they did. Publicly, we're going to stand together. It's like I said before in another video, it's like family. Family can be out in public and do some throw it off stuff, but out in public, when they're going up in the battle, you got their back. You know what I'm saying? You got their back, and you help fight with them and until the battle's over or what have you. Now, when you get back home, you know what I'm saying, you can tear into them and get on their ass. But out there in public against a common enemy, nah, we all got to stick together, because once they see that we're separated and divided, they know they can conquer us. That much more simple, that much more easier. So, like I said, hey, right now, it's the midterms. Who you got? Did you got Kanye, Kyrie, or do you have the mother folk? You only got two choices. You know how they try to give us two choices of Democrats and Republicans. You're going to vote for two. They actually don't want to give us one choice, saying if you don't vote for this one, then the other one gonna win, and then all hell is gonna break loose for us. And it's like, shoot, but hell is breaking loose now. Ain't nobody trying to defend Kyrie. Ain't nobody trying to defend Kanye. So what the hell are you talking about? What are you seriously talking about? But let's get into this story real quick, so I can touch on some points, man. This is from CBS website, and it says Nets give Kyrie Irving 6 requirements. 6 requirements. Like, really? Like a freaking kid. 6 requirements to fulfill before he can return to team, per report. Now, it says per report. So if this gets out and everybody's in an uproar and people start protesting games and protesting Nike and, not buying NBA apparel, not watching the NBA, stuff like that. Because, I know the rich people don't want to buy your courtside tickets. But your rich people, like I said, ain't really buying your jerseys, ain't really buying your shoes. It's the common man. You feel me? The common man, buying the upper level seats and going to the concession stands, stuff like that. It's the common man, not your super rich people. But they say per report, so that if it gets out and people really start boycotting, they start losing a lot of money, they can say, people start raising hell, they can say, oh, that report wasn't true. We don't know where you got that from. So it's just a report. So be leery of that. It says, after several days of calls for the Brooklyn Nets to suspend Kyrie Irving for promoting a film filled with anti-Semitic tropes on his social media accounts, the franchise went through with it on Thursday, suspending the All-Star guard for a minimum of 5 games without pay. Let's throw it out. When I first heard this, a minimum of 5 games, what does that mean? It's like, dang, they can suspend you as long as they want to, but now it came out to what they meant by that. They say this comes after giving Irving several attempts to apologize for promoting the film and disavowing anti-Semitism, as well as NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, who's an untouchable, shout out to Umar Johnson, issuing a public statement expressing his deep disappointment. So let's go back with the anti-Semitic tropes. Again, nobody has came out and said that the film, anything in the film was wrong. No one has tried to dispute it or disprove anything that the film may or may not have said. I haven't seen it. I think it's not on Amazon anymore, so probably have to go to the dude's website and buy it, which might be what you have to do. It could be a smart, good idea. Put money, instead of going through Amazon, put money directly into the brother's pockets. As a matter of fact, there's some books, I can't remember what it was, but it was about Tulsa. It was about like the land in Tulsa in Oklahoma, about the many black cities that was in Oklahoma, back in the day. Even like Tulsa, Oklahoma is a book about Tulsa, Oklahoma. I bought those books like directly through Neely Fuller books. Bought those books, and what's the other guy? Dr. Claude Anderson. Bought those books like directly through their links they had. Well, tried to if I could, but if they had direct links, I try to go through their links. Even the Minister of Wellness, try to buy the books through his link so he can get the money, not go through Amazon, which could be easier. Who knows? Maybe cheaper if you get a used book, but no, we go through the links of the of the Black Americans, and let them get the money. That's how you support your people. Now, if you want to buy something that ain't black owned, go to Amazon. That's good. Got no problem with that. In order to be reinstated, this is crazy. In order to be reinstated by the team, Irving must fulfill 6 requirements, according to Shams Charania, whoever the hell that is. Number 1, apologize and condemn the film he promoted. And we know how Kyrie is. You see, you remember when Barack Obama was running for president, and was it preacher, pastor, Bishop White, whatever his name was, and that was the church he went to. And then, but when they found out that's the church he went to and he was running for president, they told him he had to condemn his pastor, and he did. And that right there should have told us that he wasn't, really gonna be about black people when he did that without even batting an eye. So they want him to condemn the film, knowing now, they've been trying to get Kyrie since he wouldn't take the shot. That because they don't like it when you can buck the system and it seems like you don't care. And you just gonna, hey, do what you do. Y'all don't want me to play, then don't let me play. It is, you see, like whatever it was, it didn't bother. And they don't like that. They don't like to where it seems like you're not bothered. So when it's like that, they're gonna take it up a notch. And so this is what they came up with. Kind of like OJ getting off, for being falsely accused with no evidence of deleting his ex-wife. They couldn't get him, so they tried to find another way to get him, and they did, and they they put the screws to him. In jail for 9 years for stealing his own stuff. Crazy stuff. But anyway, they want to get you one way or another, no matter what. It said, apologize and condemn the film he promoted. Make a $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. I thought he already did that. Anyway, complete sensitivity training. Complete anti-Semitism training. Meet with the AD, Anti-Defamation League, and Jewish leaders. Meet with team owner Joe, I don't know, Tassi Stay, to demonstrate an understanding of the situation. So basically it's like listen, repeat, and demonstrate, kind of like we do when we're in the clinic or in a hospital setting and you're doing an in-service on how to wash your hands, and they teach you how to wash your hands now display to me that you know that you understand what's going on. Many felt that the Nets took too long to arrive at the suspension for Irving, but the owner, Joe T, whatever his name is, wanted to give his all-star guard ample time to apologize. See, because they don't want to kick it. They don't want to kick him off the team because the dude is exciting. Dude's bringing in money, revenue. They know it. You don't want to get rid of your cash cow, but you can't let him seem like he controlling the situation at all, not even a little bit. Right or wrong, he can't be seen to be in control. They say the owner reached out to Irving on multiple occasions through text messages over the past week in the effort to try and figure out how to resolve the situation, but Irving never responded. They say per ESPN, against the backdrop of calls for swift action, sources say the owner T had resisted and insisted on taking time to educate Irving on the horrors of anti-Semitism. He enlisted the counsel of the Anti-Defamation League, watched the full 3.5 hours of the hate-filled movie Irving had shared, Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, complete with its Holocaust denials and quoting of anti-Semitism such as Adolf Hitler and Henry Ford, and researched the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, whose beliefs Irving frequently referenced in public settings. Ain't nothing wrong with it. First, like I told y'all before, the Hebrewites, Black Hebrew Israelites, again, you have, let's say like this, you have your sex that's like extreme, you have that, but that's in every religion. There's nothing different, even in Hebrew Israelites. But basically, bottom line, Hebrew Israelites just, we believe that, we're one of the 12 sons of Abraham. Lost tribe of Judah, from most, but that's just it. We believe that in the scriptures, that we are the people, we are the chosen people in the scriptures. Everything from the curses to slavery, describe us to a T. I mean, how can you compare the two? How can the untouchables say that they're the people when they only went through maybe, the Holocaust a few years? We went through for hundreds of years. They're still going through some stuff now. But anyway, let's say Adolf Hitler and Henry Ford. I haven't read anything about Henry Ford, but I told you in the previous video about Hitler and why he felt the way he did. And actually not agreeing with what he chose to do to quote unquote correct what he felt was a problem. But he felt he was in this, whatever. I'm just saying, hey, you know why he did what he did, how he felt, kind of like, and it's why now you cannot say even a positive word or any word about an untouchable. Shout out again to Umar Johnson for bringing it for putting that out there, putting that word out there, the untouchables. He just said why, why he did what he did, because of what they was doing. What he felt, how they was controlling everything and wasn't allowing anybody else to even, to prosper. Like I said, I ain't reading nothing about Henry Ford. Say for nearly a week, the owners kept extending the clock to give Irving a chance to get this right for himself, the franchise, and the Jewish community. And Irving never returned a single of his text messages, sources say. So Irving might got a plan. Brother Kyrie probably got a plan. And whatever his plan gonna be, y'all probably gonna be like, y'all ain't gonna understand it. You ain't gonna like it. But I think he got a plan to be set at peace. But this whole thing about to get it right, let's go to this other little thing I saw on Twitter here. And it's from Ambassador Gilad Erdan. And this bastard said, the Nets are showing no tolerance for hate. We can't pick and choose when we want to stand up against injustice. Y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time with us. When Black Americans are telling you, showing you what's going on against our community as a whole, you don't stand up for that. There ain't nobody stand. I mean, not into the way like this is going with Kyrie Irving, making this a worldwide issue. Kyrie Irving just put up a tweet, and now the whole world wants to see him destroyed. We have people being deleted. We have people that's being living in poverty. Schools are terrible. There's no programs in schools to help our people get, learn trades so they can go out there and make a living, a livable living, wages, without having to work at some fast food restaurant or some car wash or something. Being able to make a living with their hands, because that's what a man's supposed to do, really. You know what I'm saying? So you may not have all the opportunities, but if you give him one little opportunity, that one opportunity he can create, help his family, so that his kids can have more opportunities. You see what I'm saying? And then his kids, then their kids can have more opportunities, and so on and so on. But you're taking away most of them. Anyway, listen to this crap. Kyrie hot on the trend of being anti-Semitic and was put in his place quickly. Where the hell is our place at? Where is his place? That is what I need to be explained. That sounds like some anti-black racism to me. Because you said he put in his place as a black man. If that's the case, again, that sounds like some racism to me. And I think this dude need to go to the African American Museum. I think he need to issue a public apology, go to the African American Museum, and even go over there to West Africa, to where the port where where our ancestors were brought over on ships. And he need to take a class over there, a sensitivity training, because they're kind of personal. That say like, anti-Semitic toward us Black Hebrew Israelites. Like, seriously, I didn't like that at all. It said when Irving declined to answer no and asked if he held anti-Semitic beliefs while addressing media on Thursday after practice, and instead repeatedly saying, I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. Basically, they want Kyrie, why don't y'all just come out and stop being cowards and just say, hey, do you hate untouchables? Just ask them that. Don't use that word anti-Semitic. That's a big old word that scares people. Just say, hey, do you hate the untouchables? And then he'll say no. That's what that's what he's doing, but y'all don't want to do that. You guys don't want to do that because if you say does he hate y'all as a people, because he's already said he doesn't. But if you say specifically, do you hate untouchables, he's gonna say no, I don't. And then you say, well, are you anti-Semitic? I can't be anti-Semitic because I know where I come from. I can't hate myself. That's not what they want to. They don't like that, because number one, they don't want him to acknowledge that he could be part of, a Hebrew Israelite. They don't want him to acknowledge that. They don't even want that to even be in the equation. They want it to be, hey, anti-Semitic, that means us. Do you hate? Are you anti-Semitic? That's what they want. But he's not playing that game, and I understand him. I applaud him for that. From the final straw, Brooklyn decided to suspend him for at least 5 games without pay, saying in a statement he is currently unfit to be associated. They said, hold on, forget that. Currently unfit to be associated with Brooklyn Nets. Man, I want to hear that bullcrap. Irving issued an apology late Thursday night hours after the Nets suspended him, saying in part, to all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. It's unclear if that apology will suffice. You know what that sounds like too? I'm not going to go too much further in this story. It's pretty much toward the end. when they say they don't know if that's going to be good enough, you remember, well, humiliation. That's what this is about. You bound down and you humbling yourself, and we're going to humiliate you to the nth degree. You remember the movie, for those of you who are old enough, and then if you're not old enough, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a classic. The 5 Heartbeats. When they're traveling through the South, doing that little chilling circuit, and they get pulled over by the police in the South. Police search their car, see instruments, look at, they shine a light on the side of the car, say it's saying 5 heartbeats. And the sheriff or whoever it is said, y'all are singers. Won't y'all sing? And they all put their lights on them, and they start singing. Dress, I think he the one started the melody, and they start doing that little song. And you can see the hurt in their heart, the fear and the hurt and the anger in their heart while they doing it. And you know how it is. Them folk like to love for you to entertain them. They get a kick out of that. That's why when like Dave Chappelle, when Dave Chappelle went to Africa, that's one reason why he went to Africa, because he said he did a joke and he heard everybody laughing, but he said there was a laugh or two that just didn't sound like the right kind of laugh coming from the wrong people. So he had to go and reevaluate some stuff, and he left the country. So that's exactly what that was like I say with the 5 heartbeats, or just them folks watching you entertain them. Like when Shaq say stuff like, our sport is bring everybody together. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. They just like for you to entertain them. That's all. As long as you're entertaining them, as long as you're winning, they love you to death. As long as you can tap, they love you to death. But once that's over with, they don't want to deal with you. They don't want you coaching their boys. They don't want you owning no team. They don't want to deal with you for the most part after that. If you can't entertain them, like I said, and that's not bringing y'all together. That's just becoming a modern day minstrel show. So I don't watch sports that much no more. Truth be told, I may watch high school if it got kids or grandkids in there, what I'm saying, or my kids are at a game or something like that. Might watch it or whatever. Softball, love softball. Well, I used to coach it, so. But other than that, I don't watch, NFL that much. I don't watch basketball. I watch not now baseball game. I usually watch the World Series, playoffs. It's just that part just does not get me like that no more. Because the more I see, like with Colin Kaepernick, that whole situation, whatever Colin Kaepernick's motives was beside the point. The issue is how he was treated and how everybody did him. That's what you have to focus on. It's how everybody else treated him, no matter what. But with this here, man, this is just another one of those signs of butt breaking. Shout out to Tyreek Nasheed that they're gonna show y'all. They're gonna show y'all, but you know what needs to happen? We need to show them, and seriously need to stick with our brother in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Let him know we got his back. I don't know. I guess hopefully his money's right. It probably is. I'm not a pocket watcher, but I just say that because he's a young man. He's only 30. He got a lot of life to live, and he can still live, decently. He can still give to the community. I heard he's done a lot of activism for, the black community in this country and overseas too. So the dude's head is on right. Y'all just mad because he didn't get the shot, and y'all been on him ever since. But hell, this guy was in Uncle Drew. You crazy? What you think, man? Hell yeah, we got your back. But anyway, that's all I got for this story. Tell me what you think about the story, man. Leave your comments below and share it with the world. Don't forget to like. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. With that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.